random runs. Sweet. Oh. Oh. Oh, I haven't said a word except for random this entire time, but that's because I'm incredibly happy right now. Gotcha! Who do I go for? Anyway, how you guys doing today? You guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a day that is fantastic. Why did I, Spider Baby sucks. It doesn't just suck normally, it sucks especially with the Lost because, well, it doesn't do anything with the Lost. It's just another item that I can... Oh! It's just another item that I can pretend does something useful during this run when it doesn't do anything. And I mean it doesn't do anything. Because Spider Baby is bad in general. You have to be hit to spawn a spider. You can't get hit as the Lost. So, that golden poop is exciting because I have the D20 active right now. So drop an item, please. But no, like fast firing quad shot. I'll take the key. Reroll. Dude, fast firing quad shot, that was like the best D8 play I've ever made in my life. Probably should focus on the champion, but I got fast firing quad shot. I can hover over rocks for the rest of my life if I need to. Give me a penny. Make it slightly worth it? No. Okay. I'm not upset. It's the freaking D20. And by D20, I mean D12. One of these days, I'll get it right. Pill is Horf. The opportunity was there. Sure, I guess. Not interested in the... Well, okay, I'll tell you what. Depending on what we get here from our bosses, we'll go back and check the shop. Because even at 4 cents, because we have a golden key, we're not losing anything by checking it. What do we get? We get a speed upgrade, which is actually wonderful. Because the D8 ruined our speed, absolutely butchered our speed. Got our D6 charge for whatever this is. I'm happy to have a first syringe on the first floor. I'm also happy to have the speed up. I'm happy to have the shot speed up. The only thing I paid attention to during that D8 roll was that range and speed went, or range went up, speed went down, tears went up. PJ's is awful, so that's probably gonna get rerolled, and damage went down. Get bombed, my friend. Get bombed, my friend. Shit happens. Reroll another speed up, I'll take it. Puts us over 1. Use the pill. It's an I'm excited pill. Not too terribly excited about it, not to be puntastic here, but... Pretty Fly is amazing. Infested was actually great for this room. Wishbone is awesome. It doesn't do anything with us. All these fantastic... Oops, excuse me. All these fantastic things showing up. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. All these things showing up that don't affect the Lost at all. Makes it possibly exciting when we got the D6 again. Which knowing me means we're probably gonna save it. Also, if I was a smart, intelligent man, I probably would have paid attention to what our dice was. I should probably... That's probably better. I should probably min-max. Not to use the word, overuse my favorite 2 words in the world. I should probably min-max my... I forgot what this was. I forgot what this pill was. What was the last pill we took? Card? Empress is fine. I should probably min-max our dice charges a little more. I realize that I took quad shot. I was like, I could reroll that other item room, but I already took quad shot. Freaking talk, please. I should probably min-max our item rooms a little bit, or our, god damn it, our dice, a D-infinity a little bit more. Every time I have the D-infinity, I completely negate or neglect to check what our dice is after. I shouldn't say every time. Most times I neglect to check what it is after times. Neglect to check! And then X gonna give it to you. Knock, knock, open up the doors for you. My name is Mario, I got chain chomps and something is steel. Bah, foo-bah. Bye-bye, say. Bye. Totally got hit. We'll come back from this. Don't you worry. This is not the end of the line for us. It's the end of the line. Oh my god, now I gotta listen to Devil Driver. End of the line, end of the line. You guys listen to Devil Driver? It's a good band. Des Fafara, fantastic vocalist. One of the best in the industry, I would say. Okay, Little Bats, you are not going to haunt my dreams. Not in the way that Devil's Harvest has been haunting my dreams. Oh my god, quad shot Jacob's Ladder. Look at this shit. Oh, Spectral Tears. Right. That kind of butchers it a little bit, but it doesn't butcher it to the point that I'm ashamed of taking it. I have to get Tarot Cloth. So now we're gonna go back and get Tarot Cloth. Pick up the die. There we go. So wait. Epic waste of a bomb. Have you ever seen a bomb wasted in such a manner? I have. Oh. Yes.
Against humanity.
And people say a card against humanity is useless. Are you serious right now? People, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I would love it. I realize that this is an improper mechanic and would not work functionally as the Lost, but if there was a way that I think the Golden Heart on pickup should just drop the money naturally. And I might have actually talked about this before now that I think about it. I'm like, did I already talk about this? I might have. But I'm almost positive it's here. I just missed it because I'm an idiot. Arrgh! My favorite of the super secret rooms next to the poop plus sign. Poop plus sign is the best. It's the MVP. What up, Frail? How you doing? You're gonna get torn apart, buddy. I'm so sorry for treating you this way. Unfortunately for you, I have no feelings. And most of that has to do with the fact that I am a ghost. Well, HP doesn't do anything for me. 9 lives totally does, though. Take the book first. Use the book. Use the pill. I almost just died, which would have been fine because I have 9 lives. Ooh, yeah. It's actually quite good. And I have another D6 charge. Dude, the D6 charges right now. I knew I was going to do that to myself. Question mark. It's 0.46 damage increase. It's not too terrible. Puts us back over 3. Still firing fast quad shots, so I'm happy about it. And you know what? Hell yeah, we're going to take this. Hell yeah, we're going to take this. Hell yeah, we're going to take this. Now, I'm not going to say that this is the type of run that I've been waiting for, but god damn it, this is the run that I've been waiting for. We've been waiting through the shit for a while now. And let's not mince words. We've been waiting through this shit since the end of the streak. We've been waiting through this shit since that Keeper run because that Keeper run knocked me down a couple of notches. It made me realize who my mama was, which is RNGesus. Because RNGesus treated me so well on that Keeper run, and I got a little a little comfortable in my position and was like, I can panic a little bit. No, you can't panic. You can't panic as the keeper. And I panicked, and then I died. But like this is the run I've been waiting for. It's like a lost run that is a lost run. Ventricle Razor, 9 lives, fast firing quad shot, invincibility, Tarot Cloth. Like this is a run that I've been waiting for. It's like just a lost run that makes me feel like there's a little bit of risk. There's enough risk to make me feel like I could lose it in any second, but also fun enough. Mostly Jacob's Ladder quad shot that's, you know, firing at a 13 tier rate. Batwing doesn't do anything. I would love it if it did something for us right now, but we have 2 flight items already, one being the lost character, and then the other one being empty vessel, because we have no HP. So what are we looking for our next deal with the devil? I'm looking for, honestly, give me Maw the Void, or Maw the Void, Eye Belial, or Horror Babylon. Those are like those are the top tier, you know, 3-star Michelin items that I'm looking for right now. I said Maw the Void, not the Maw. Or Mr. Maw. Or Mega Maw. I'll get your name right eventually. It's only been 4 years. 3 years. Oh, you hitched there a little bit. You almost, you look like you were about to crash. That's the best golden chest. Oh, 2/3 spun. 2/3 spun, and not a bad spun item anyway. We are actually moving at a relatively okay speed now. Our D8 play is starting to look like it was the greatest choice I've ever made. Boy, that was the wrong direction. Give me a key. Realize you have the Ventricle Razor, Penta. Come on. Use your brain. I know it's very difficult for you to use your brain half the time, but use your brain. You're playing as the lost, you got the Ventricle Razor. Use it to your advantage. Like, for instance, that boss trap room you could have easily escaped from. Take your shit and leave. Be like a 1950s husband. Oh, topical. Not really topical, and actually not entirely true at all. Just something. The first thing that came to mind, which is generally how I like to speak. I don't like to write a script for myself. I don't like to have things dedicated to say. I like to just come into the video and ooze a key. Did I need a key for something? I needed a key for the shop there. But I don't want to go to the shop there. Oh, this is actually... Maybe Jacob's Ladder. I don't know. It doesn't... It's one of those weird items that, like... And I'm speaking from a entertainment standpoint, from like the YouTube side of things. Like, I love Jacob's Ladder. I think it's a great item. But from the YouTube side of things, and I've talked about this with people in the comments already, we had a recent run where we had, I believe, soy milk Jacob's Ladder or something of that, to that extent, or a high fire rate soy milk, or a high fire rate Jacob's Ladder, and it was like brutal to listen to because it was just like. So I think this one is a little better because it doesn't activate on walls thanks to Spectral Tears. However, it doesn't seem like it's that much of an oral attack anymore. And I say oral as in the A-U-R-A-L version of oral, which means listening. Not oral as in O-R-A-L. There's some verbiage for you guys to use. And not verbiage as in the term, as in like a verb, but verbiage as in like the word I use when I'm describing words. So I could have done with a key there, Mr. Guy, but at the same time, thank you. Thank you for your patronage. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it could be over here. Could be here. Or it could be here, because it's not the room generation limit. It's not there. I know where it is, and there's a really serious part of me that's like, I got 6 bombs, I might as well go check for it, because I think I know where it is. It was the place that I was too lazy to go back to. There's 3 spots it could be. Well, technically 4, but... Technically 4, but I don't think it's in the other spot, so it's probably here. It's not there, though. Okay, well then I know where it is, but I'm not wasting the bomb, because there's 2 places it could be, one place that it's definitely not, place that oh, I forgot about that room. Oh yeah, there's like 3 more places it could be. Holy shit, there's 4 more places it could be. I got my cursor here? Be there. Be there. I was thinking here or here. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, we were, I was seriously underestimating the clusterfuck that is this floor. Oh, Jesus. You do not deserve to lose this run. You do not deserve to lose this run right now. Not that we would have lost anyway. We have, 9 lives, so we're, like, guaranteed to win regardless. But, damn, that throat tickle. That throat tickle. Time for a drinky drink, I think, you think. Holy Christ. Gonna open up a non-carbonated beverage. Holy shit, is it a change of pace? Ooh. Ah. Still got a little bit of a tickle there. There's just a piece of something hanging out in my throat, and I'm not sure what it is, but it disappoints me. So, in love with Cat of Nine Tails. Should have probably paid more attention to it. Probably should have put our portal outside of these doors if I'm playing a smart thing. If I'm being a smart boy, I'll put a portal there just because backtracking could be a thing. And because I'm going to try and use the item that I'm excited about having, that I haven't used at all this run. You never know, we might need to come back to this room. Backtracking is indeed a thing. The Magician. We'll use the Magician on our first room here. Boom, boom.
Magician.
And then we'll go back and we'll grab another card, which was the Derble. The Derble Gerbil. I don't know what we're looking for on this one. There's so many things. Like the 3 items that I named. Like, give me those 3 items, and then I'll just skip the rest of the item rooms because those are all we need right now. That's the only things we can get on this run. Are 1 or possibly 2 of those 3 items. We don't need anything else. We already won. We just need to get to the floor. Like a double defect devil card, basically, which was just addicting to say double defect devil card. The straw is great. I think it's actually a pretty... Told you backtracking would be useful. You guys didn't think so. I was just sitting there saying, oh, he's just stupid. He's just putting the portal down because then he would make the item feel used. No, it's because I knew for a fact that there's a possibility of a chance that we would need to go back here. And laziness is a thing. And that was incredibly lazy of me to be like, I don't really feel like going back to this area once we leave, so. Oh, what a chest. Which again is just something that 1950s men would say. Oh, he's going back. That's called a callback to an older joke. It's a comedic timing technique. Thank you, Bomb. I appreciate that. It was a delicious hit. You deserved it. You deserved every part of it. I feel bad for not allowing you to hit me sooner. So there is a possibility of boss rush, and honestly, I would love to go to boss rush if I had the opportunity to do so. 33% chance we did not make it. Take the HP up for reasons beyond my knowing. Because everybody needs a little bit of food. Everybody needs a little sustenance. Plop it down. Really sincerely hoping our bolts of lightning would do more. I don't know. I'm sitting here stuck on the idea that, yes, I'm glad that Spectral Tears doesn't activate it on the wall, because it's, like, terribly annoying when it is, or when it does do that. But at the same time, I'm like, it seems like Jacob's Ladder is, like, really hampered in effectiveness by not activating on walls. A puberty pill, so we're 1/3 to getting a useless HP up. But I'd love to see the loss with that weird fucking horrible sprite hair that is just an embarrassment, honestly. And they should have paid a little bit, put a little more care into the sprite hair for the puberty pill, because it looks like garbage. But I'm not here to shit on the devs of Isaac. I do that on every other moment of my existence. That is infested, which I'll just use now, because I need a spider. Little Steven, you're perfectly fine. I'll take that bomb. We have 2 minutes. We're not rushing right now. We're not rushing to rush. I'll buy this. I'll plop it. So we can respawn as the Lost if we want to. I'll buy this. Ace of Spades. It doesn't seem like anything that I'd be interested in. And we're going to donate because we have a minute and a half to spend here. And honestly, the donation machine has been getting brutalized. And I feel sorry. Normally, the Lost is the character that I brutalize it the most on, but like, those first 2 or 3 floors set us up so well that... Alright, you're getting to the point now where I need to, like... Hurry it on up. Get out of here. Get in here. Ooh, the Joker card, though. I just need to get to the boss fight. That's all I need to do. I need to get to the boss fight and win. Because I'll be able to come back to the floor afterwards. Oh, this is not the direction. Alright, we may not be able to do it, but I think if there was a possibility of friendliness that exists somewhere in the world right now, and if we hurry up a decent chunk... Dude, you need to die. You have too much health. You have too much health, sir. There it is. There we go. Pop the devil card just because I want to win as soon as possible. Thank you. Ooh, okay, so both of these are good. And I'm talking about, of course, Spider Bite and Holy Water. No, I'm not. Of course, I'm talking about Spider Bite and Toxic Shock. But Spider Bite wins. I mean, Spider Bite wins. Hands down, every single day. Now we are Spider Baby. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, because we got Spider Baby, Quad Shot, and Spider Bite. This is, like... perfectly useless, but at the same time kind of exciting because you don't see the Spider Baby transformation all that much. And yeah, it's terrible. It's awful. It's not even good in the slightest, but at the same time, it's like, hey, we got it for the 3rd time since the expansion has come out without, you know, giving it to me unnaturally by spawning stuff in. Little Larva's fine. I still like the shiny rock. I don't see it doing too much for the rest of the run, but it gives us an idea of where, like... Yeah, we didn't get a devil deal. Let's go there right now. Whore of Babylon. I told you we're going to get it. Take my shadow because it's useless, and we'll just take Dark Bum because it's free. So, sure. Sure. Fuck. Oh. That's 2/3 guppy already. I didn't even care. Just walked out. Didn't even give a damn. Why did I not go up to that boss trap room? Why was that a thing that I chose not to do? Also, boom. It's not there. Ah, because another couple locations where it could be. I was on a train of thought, and I don't remember it anymore now. It's completely gone. Something about... Oh yeah, we got Horror Babylon. That's what I was going to talk about. We got Horror Babylon, one of the 3 items we were asking for. So I'm happy. Also, I'm now realizing that that has nothing to do with what I was talking about. I was going to talk about the fact that we have Lucky or Shiny Rock. And Shiny Rock will be able to help us find, you know, tinted rocks or, you know, crawl spaces or whatever. That, I believe it helps you find crawl spaces. I could be wrong. In fact, I might be wrong. But at the same time, Emperor card is wonderful. What does this do? Ehwaz? Nope. It's not Ehwaz. Disappointing. I was expecting an Ehwaz. Now we just need frickin' Eye of Belial and I'll call it a win. I'll call my victory condition as were. Dog goat head. Dog goat head. Oh, Papa Goat. Get in my belly. Actually, goat is quite good. I'm a big fan of goat. Big fan of any animal that can die and become food, pretty much. You might call me the anti-vegan. I'm like, you got animals? Let me munch on them. Let me nibble on their legs. I would love to eat your livestock. Why? Because I have no personal relationship with them, and they taste delicious. I'm sure they feel the same way about me. Why should I have feelings towards something that can become food and give me sustenance to make it through the rest of my life? I realize this is a very controversial topic, and oh, Penta's being controversial and stepping out of his own lines, and he's probably gonna make people hate him because he likes to eat beasts. You know what the most tasty thing in the world is? Well, I can't. That's a subjective thing. But you know what one of the most tasty things in the world is to me? Alligator meat. You know what one of the other most tasty things in the world is? Caribou. Caribou is delicious. You know what one of the other most tasty things in the world is? Freaking venison of just deer jerky. Like venison jerky. Oh my god. Give it to me daily, please. And yeah, it's pretty unfair, because, dude, you grew up in the north side of Wisconsin. And by the way, it's called the North Woods, not the North Side. North Side is like a Californian term. I grew up in the North Woods of Wisconsin, so it's a little unfair to think that, because, yeah, we have a lot of animals up here that we eat. Like, I was born and raised on venison, and born and raised on animals. I ate them all the time. Completely unimpeded by the fact that it was a living animal at one point. Because you want to know what? They do the same shit to me. They'd do the same shit to me if I was out in the wild. You know, they're gonna eat my ass.
You a wizard?
It's kill or be killed, as Flowey said in Undertale. You gotta go to... You gotta have no limits. You just gotta eat shit. You can either eat the animal and stay alive for another day, or you can let the animal eat you and not stay alive for another day. Personally, I'd rather eat the animal. Some animals don't taste very good, though. Like, I'm actually not a fan of duck. Like, I appreciate duck. It can be prepared very well, but I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the... It's got a... And most people are like, oh, it's just the greasy side of it, right? And I'm like, no, it's actually surprisingly not the greasy side of the duck. The duck itself, like the grease of it, isn't that bad. For me, it's the texture of the meat. The meat's a little too, like, I guess the term that people use is gamey. But then again, like, I love rabbit, and rabbit's gamey. It's gamey as shit, and I love rabbit. Man, I don't know. It's just duck. Something about the meat. I don't like it. Not a big fan. I'll eat it. Someone prepares it for me, of course, because that's just being polite. But I'm not the biggest fan of duck. But no joke, caribou, alligator, ooh. Caribou, like a caribou burger, will change your life. I'm not trying to step on vegan toes here. You guys can eat whatever you want to eat. I'm just telling you that I consume that. And by the way, to vegan viewers that might be watching, if you're upset at me personally because I choose to eat animals, fuck you. First and foremost, go away. I don't want people that judge me because I eat something different than them. So yeah, firstly, fuck you. Eat whatever you want. It is your lifestyle choice. Do not call me a vile person because I choose to do something differently than you. Okay? Are we in the clear? Are we good now? Have we established the fact that if you do that, you're an asshole, and if you don't, congratulations, you can eat all the vegan foods you want. There are some very good vegan foods. And it's not like because I eat deer that I don't like vegetables. I fucking love vegetables. I love fruits. I love nuts. I love just basic proteins. I love anything. I love bread. I love bread. Potatoes are the best thing that has ever existed on this planet. But don't food shame me because I choose to eat different things than you. You might not like split pea soup. I love split pea soup. And honestly, I pretty much like everything. So you can't food shame me, because at least I'm not a picky shit like you are. Oh, he's done it. And bye-bye 45,000 billion subscribers, because, oh, I offended someone in today's modern day and age. Oh, we're so sensitive. Did you hear? He said that he enjoys eating goose. Ah! I'm personally offended. My life is now drastically different because someone else has a different choice than I do. Grow up. Where have I gone on this tangent? I do apologize, but it is what it is. I hate modern day people, like, which is one of the primary arguments a lot of my top 10 lists is, like, I hate the modern day, you know, I call them opinionated assholes because, well, I am an opinionated asshole, but I'm an opinionated asshole of a different description, I feel. Like, I have opinions and I like to stick to them, but I'm always down for debating about shit. Sorry, I'm gonna scratch my leg here real quick. I got a bug bite on my knee and it's bothering me all morning. But, I of different description, like, because I love to debate. I'm always open to debating, and I'm fine with people, like, teaching me that I'm wrong, or teaching me that something else is good, like maybe I don't like, etc., etc., and you do, and there's reasons for it, and then I find out those reasons and I'm like, oh, that's really good reasons, now I like it. Because opinions change. The perfect example right now, I'm using Ventricle Razor, which was, when Afterbirth launched, one of my least favorite items in the game. It made it on my top 10 worst items in the game when it first launched. Now it's one of my favorite active items. Opinions change. People evolve. But there are people in the world nowadays, and mostly of the generation, the current generation, the millennial generation, or no, it's Generation Z or whatever the fuck they call it now. I think it's Generation Z, Gen Z or whatever. Oh, they gave me the Maw of the Void and Guppy. So we're gonna go fight Hush as the Lost with 9 lives because I don't give a fudge. But no, these people that are like, they refuse to believe that other people think differently than them. And I've gone over this before. That's a crawl space. It's a double tinted rock. But there's these types of people that I'm like, you bother me so much. I don't understand. They get so offended by people having a different take on things than them. Like, no, video games aren't art because it's because nobody drew them. I'm like, is that a thing you just said? Did you use your brain? You formed that thought on your own, and Hive Mind with Guppy is also great. Bomb him because why not? I don't know. I don't mean to go off on this tangent here, and I'm sure some of you disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine if you do. I don't care if you disagree with me. You can disagree with me till the freaking cows come home, and then when the cows get home, I'll cook them and eat them because I'm a cow-eating maniac. That's also called a callback. But no, I understand not everybody's like that, and some people just don't give people the explanation chance to be able to, like, explain why they feel a certain way, which is why the top 10 is a great formula for me, because I get those, like, 30 or 40 seconds to basically tell you why I feel the way I do about, like, why do I think Guppy is, inferior to Spun, and then I explain why I think that. And then people are like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And there are people in the comments that, completely see my point of view and are like, that's actually a really good point. I never thought of that. And then there are people in the comments that are like, well, Guppy saved my run, so it's obviously better. Like, you have the right to feel that. I'm not telling you that you're wrong by choosing it as my number 2. People think, I don't know, there's this mindset that people think when they go to a top 10 list of any sort, and there's lots of top 10 writers that have to deal with this on a daily basis, and I've dealt with it for a long time, myself included. People have this mindset when they go to a top 10 list of just assuming that their rankings are the correct ones, and if the person that wrote the list didn't have those on there, then they're personally insulting the person watching. Like, that's not how that works. That is absolutely 100% not how that works. We are not catering the list to your expectations. Much like I'm not catering a Let's Play video to people's expectations. Sometimes I cater it a little bit, like, hey, I've been doing this character for a while, maybe I'll switch it up. Or, hey, I've been picking up this item a lot, maybe I'll skip it this time. Like, you have to do that occasionally, but when I'm, like, writing a top 10 list or, like, a review or something, like, oh, reviews are the worst. Reviews are the worst when people do that shit. Like, they go on a review and they're like, they gave it an 8 out of 10. This fuckhead on the internet gave it an 8 out of 10. This game is like a 45 out of 1. It's the best game that's ever been created by mankind, and he should respect it as such. And I'm like, maybe he didn't like it as you. Maybe he didn't get the drive out of it that you did. You can't tell people what to think. You can't tell people what to think. Like, you could try. You could let people know that, like, if it's an objective, like, situation, you can let people know they're wrong. Like, yeah, Hitler was black, and he also was 10'9". You could be like, no, that's actually incorrect. That's actually an objectively wrong fact. He was not, 10'9" and black. And then people will be like, well, I don't believe you. And then you show them a picture, and they're like, oh, well, I guess I was wrong. Thank you for showing me that I was wrong. But if people are like, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the greatest game that's ever been created, and you're an asshole for not thinking that. That's a purely subjective thing. It's clearly not the best game of all time, just because that's a very subjective thing in its own right. And also, the greatest game of all time wouldn't have the issues that Zelda or Breath of the Wild had. Like performance issues and shit like that. And some people don't like the formula that game presents. It's like, what do I personally think is the greatest game of all time? I think The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, is the greatest game of all time. Many people disagree with me. In fact, I have friends and colleagues and people on the YouTube space that I'm associated with that absolutely hate the Witcher series because they find it boring and monotonous, and I disagree with them entirely on those bases, on those grounds. But am I calling them out and saying that they're wrong for thinking that? Of course I'm not. They have the right to think that. That doesn't make them, like, the worst person in the world. And we got the Glyph of Balance, which is actually quite decent. Oh, wait, on the Lost. So it's less than decent, but also okay, I guess. Because it'll adjust my champions to my run. Which, for somebody who doesn't have health, might actually benefit me. It might benefit me, or it might, worsen the run. And at the same time, I'm moving on to a floor that doesn't have champion mobs, so it doesn't do anything. Blood of the Martyr, Shield of Tears, Scorpio. Like, this is actually a really good chest, but I'm sucking those because it gave me a lot of stat increases. And our tears are even better now. What a cool Lost Run that was filled with a bunch of mindless babbling by some random dude on the internet that doesn't affect you at all. But if I veered you in any direction, I do apologize, or I say you're welcome. One of those two. It's got to be one of them. If I veered you in the wrong direction, I'm sorry. If I veered you in the right direction, I'm thankful. But I'm of the opinion that I affected you absolutely zero. Do I think I actually pissed people off with my opinions in this video and the things that I said? Absolutely not. I don't think anybody from my community gives a goddamn. And I think everybody from my community is under the impression that no matter what, I'm just going to stick to my guns and say whatever the hell I want. And for that, you guys know I thank you. Oh, Hagalas. You gave me the Hagalas and the all G's. No, wait, that wasn't Alges. One of these days you're going to have to stop. But thank you. Got a lot of black runes now. I would love to get some chests. I don't care what the items are. I will suck whatever it is because I can double the effect. And our community has grown incredibly over the past, few months. Over the past, 2.5 months. Not even 2.5 months. Over the past 2 months, we've, quadrupled in size, interactivity, and stuff like that. So, it's incredible. And I realize I'm reaching a larger audience now with the things that I say than I was, a year ago. But it's not going to change how I say things. I don't feel like you should have to cater. There are certain industries that it might benefit you to cater what you say to Like if you're a professional speaker or, you know, if you're a governmental official, you might have to cater what you say to specific types of people. But at the same time, it's like, but why? You're just a random guy playing a video game, sitting in a chair. You shouldn't be afraid of offending anybody. I shouldn't be afraid of, like... For starters, people get offended way too easily nowadays. Like, I could just say, fuck! And there's one person out there that would say, I can't believe he swore. Doesn't he know he has children watching? Like, well, maybe you shouldn't let your children watch a guy who says fuck every 4 minutes. That's your job as a parent. That is not my job as a YouTuber to control who watches. This is a free-form bit of entertainment. I can say whatever I want. You can watch whatever you want. So if you don't want your children exposed to the word fuck or bitch or shit or ass or tits or dick, maybe you shouldn't let them watch this guy. And that's not going to make me mad. Because no, I don't want to negatively harm your children's ears. But you shouldn't want to negatively harm your children's ears either. If you let your 2-year-old watch... Well, okay, that's not true. Because the way that I grew up in an environment where I was pretty much watching adult things quite a bit as well. But if you don't want your children to be exposed to negative side of things, maybe you shouldn't let them pump Eminem into their ears every day. Maybe you should take some responsibility as a fucking parent and look after your kids' well-being and advancement in human logic. I don't know what that means, but I used it. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to parent either, because I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But if you want to control what your children are exposed to, then control what your children are exposed to. Don't be afraid of your kids. You're a parent, not a friend. I had to end it with the traditional, you're not a parent, you're a friend quote, because everybody loves that one. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It was a great Lost run. I had a blast on this one. So if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. As always, I will catch you in the next one.